What's good, family? I'm King Napes, Bud, and Hill, and welcome to our ladies' first episode on What We Drankin.
Ooh, ladies first, ladies first. Ooh, ladies first, ladies first.
The ladies will kick it, the rhyme it is.
So, as we all know, we want to celebrate our women. Women is something that's near and dear to our hearts. I know that we feel this way because, hell, we all are married men. So we understand the beauty of a woman. And we especially want to show this type of, I would say, love and admiration, and just want to show some respect, giving y'all roses while you're still living on celebrating the women's movement. As we all know, with Women's History Month, we're talking about the suffrage movement, right? The courage and empowerment of women. So with spirits being the brand that we love to drink, which is all spirits, we want to celebrate beautiful women in whiskey. So we'll be talking about what? We're talking about the Bulleit Bourbon, which is
This is the Bulleit Bourbon Blender Select.
All right, and then we got the Borough Bourbon. We also have the Uncle Nearest.
Make sure it's local. We got to focus on the localness of it. We love
everybody know where we from. We talk about it where we from. And then we also got the Jane Walker, coming from the Johnny Walker Distillery. We want to respect and show love to the Jane Walker. These were bottles that we figured were beautiful, well thought out bottles that we wanted to definitely highlight throughout this process. So we're not going to hold it up. We're going to jump right into it. We want to go ahead and start talking about the Bulleit Bourbon. So what we want to know celebrating this Bulleit Bourbon for Women's History Month?
Well, with the Bulleit Bourbon, we're going to highlight a female in whiskey. Not only a woman in whiskey, but the woman behind the whiskey that you drink, the flavors that you are tasting. She's well known for Bulleit, but Miss Eboni Major actually is a Diageo or employee of Diageo. So she works with not only Bulleit Bourbon, but Dickel, I.W. Harper, and a few other whiskeys, American whiskeys. This particular expression was a brainchild of her own. She's known for, basically keeping everything uniform, but she had an idea one day in the lab to basically do something a little different, and Bulleit gave her, some autonomy to do so. She basically took 3 of the 10 distillates that Bulleit currently has, blended them together, and she must have did something right because it actually won gold at the World Whiskey Awards in 2020 in San Francisco. And on top of that, Bulleit Bourbon is #1 on Drizzly's, the most sales for 2020 as well. So, Eboni Major's behind all that.
That's pretty fire. She went to HBCU, right?
Oh, yes.
Come on now.
Thank you, my good
Come on now.
Alabama A&M
Let's get
grad. So, she's impressive. I will say, folks, do some research. This is just a quick snippet of just a lot of things that she's done. I watched a couple of podcasts on the sister, and I learned probably more in 20 minutes of her speaking about whiskey and what she does on a day-to-day basis than I've actually learned in the past 2 years.
So
she's a beast.
That's a me. Definitely roses to you. That is big. But when we're talking about this bourbon though, what's our expectation? Now she's put a lot behind this to say that, when we're gonna open this up and when we drink this, that we're gonna get a wow factor. So what's your thoughts? What's some of those notes? First of all, what are we talking about ABV wise, proof wise? What are we looking at?
It's 100 proof. So it's bourbon.
Right at my limit.
50 ABV. What we should get is, some vanilla, of course, dried fruits, probably, some orange zest. I don't know, stuff like that. But I do know, actually, with me having tasted it before, I know the different notes that I get from it. But we'll see, what you pull off the nose and from tasting it.
I bet. So, but let me ask you a question. As always, man, what are you thinking? What's your expectation about this bottle that you're expecting from this bottle that we're about to drink? Your thoughts? Are you excited about it? Do you think this is going to be something you're going to enjoy, or are you generally not a Bulleit Bourbon fan as in general?
I'm not a fan of the orange label, but This I've had this before.
Oh, so you've already had this
Yes.
before. So this
Yes.
is just going to be maybe
This
like a
is
new
new
craze
year.
for me.
Yes.
Oh, so I'm excited even
When
more now.
a friend of mine told me about it and told me about Eboni Major, I went and did my research on that and went and found me a bottle and really liked it.
All right, bet. Okay. Well, hey, I don't want to belabor the point anymore. I'm definitely interested in, and because like I said, I'm not a big high proof fan. This is right at my limit. So I'm expecting to probably get a little bit of that kind of kick, but I'm probably going to never enjoy this. But I'm not going to hold out any longer. What we talking about when we think about on the nose, gents? How we feeling?
I like the color of it. It's got that nice amber color.
It's got that smell too. And you can already see how it sticks on the glass. So,
Sweet.
Miss Major, this is...
So it's got some viscosity.
Yeah, Miss Major, this is looking pretty good. You know what I mean?
I
I'm
feel
loving
like
the color.
she made it for her people. I could be wrong. I
Y'all-
could be
y'all
putting
get
words in the mouth.
You get chocolate immediately.
But
after?
from the taste and the aroma,
You know, so is
I
not
get chocolate.
chocolate a base? I'm just thinking, is not chocolate kind of a base of all bourbons? Is it in all bourbons?
I mean, it all depends on the-
I think we tasted it, smelled that a lot in a lot of the bourbons we drank.
It then depends on the char of the barrels and what you're going to get from it.
Okay.
so this is, I mean, to piggyback on top of that, Bulleit usually uses a level 4 char, which they did use for this, the alligator char, just for, you know, the nerds of the whiskey community.
All right. Well, hey,
What you get out of it?
I'm getting just a lot of. I get a lot of that barrel, that old barrel. I took too much in. I can say that now. Fam, we always talk about it. I took way too much in, so I immediately get the burn in my nose. I need to back off a little bit because I immediately got that kick hitting my face. So I need to chill so I can let my nose try to
We're gonna
release
keep the
and
phone
engage some of
notification
it.
in there.
You know,
We're not even gonna take that out.
Yeah,
It's real.
you know what I'm saying?
We've had dogs in the background in
Yeah.
previous episodes.
sniffing mutts
Yeah.
and all that.
Last
you know.
episode, I fumbled the cork.
Oh,
on the
it
floor.
was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I do apologize.
All right, folks.
But
I don't have nothing for you.
I'm trying to see if I can
wise,
find
but
something else. But
I know what I taste.
I don't get a lot of alcohol forward when you smell it.
okay. All right. Well, hey, man.
Go for it.
For no further ado, pour up. Oh, this is good. Like, I like this. This is a. I don't want to compare it, but to me, you have to compare your spirit. So, I am. This feels like a more like that Woodford, which is why I think I like it a lot. I love the Woodford Reserve. I'm a Woodford Reserve fan now, thanks to you, bud. And I'm liking how this tastes. I was expecting to kind of get a lot of heat out of this. I do get that slow finish, which is a good thing, but it's not like that heat like that. You know how I'm always I hate stag and all that, but it's definitely that subtle burn. I enjoy this. This is
Good finish.
Yes.
It's a nice long finish too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can still feel it.
It's right around here.
But-
It's like sitting in the jaws. Yeah, man. This is
It's giving you the decent Kentucky hug, decent mouthfeel for me. What I get from this, I get caramel. And I also get, I mean, of course, the oakiness, definitely get that,
100%.
but that's what I like. And I do get a little bit of a chocolate note, you know, kind of on the back end, as back of the palate.
Okay.
But definitely get caramel.
like a dark chocolate. It's like a tart.
whew, all right.
And so with, I mean, you can go ahead, but
No.
Bulleit is usually a high-rye mashbill.
True.
So you should get that little, you know, the spice
Yes.
note.
Very good note, because I see it's sitting right here in the back of the palate. That's a very good key point. That's a very good key point. So family, while we're allowing our palates to sit, hey man, take that opportunity. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you can continue to get information once we release and you get notified. But also too, you know what we love to do. When we talk about bottles, we love to talk about the beats. So when we sipped on this, what you listening to? What you hearing kind of going through your mind as you listening to this, drinking this Eboni Major, you know, bottle?
I'm telling you, folks, this coming to the cookout. I just know it is. And when you bring it to the cookout, sit back, kick your feet up, grab a plate, and you gotta throw on some El Boogie. And El Boogie when she was in her Fuji's days. It ain't gotta be Miseducation, that works too. But all I hear all day, every day when I'm sipping on this,
Lauren Hill.
Yes,
All
indeed.
right.
Boogie.
Ooh la la la. Okay, I like it. I like it. But what about you, man? You kind of ring it in the same perspective,
Yeah,
or did
that's
your palate kind of
that's
look differently?
that's spot on with that. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I'm telling
right.
you,
Okay. All
I'm
right.
at the piggyback on that one.
Hey, I'm with you. I honestly, I'm not gonna even offer up a different perspective. I think Lauren Hill was a spot on win. When you mentioned it, it immediately jumped in my mind. This is a definite win. I think we're already unanimous. This is definitely a cookout. No questions, hands down. Miss Eboni Major, HBCU grad. This is a win. Big time win. Congratulations to you on a beautiful bottle and for holding down, hell, maybe even building up what is Bulleit Bourbon.
And she also not only does the blending, but she has dabbled in, you know, a lot of the marketing for Bulleit Bourbon. So she probably had a big hand or, you know, some role in the fact that, you know, they're #1 on Drizzly for 2020. So.
Oh, no question. And let's see, understand.
Yeah.
A lot of people in our community drinking Bulleit Bourbon. Maybe not this one specifically, because
yeah.
they don't know about this yet, but they will.
One thing you forgot about this bottle. I mean to cut
Yeah,
you off.
absolutely.
But it's only sold in 16 states
Yep.
and in DC. So if you're not in those 16 states, you're missing out on a great bottle.
Oh, so
Find
then-
a cousin in the state that
So,
it is sold in and
So-
ship it to them.
so
and
shameless-
then go to a cookout at their house.
shameless plug, and we might need to go holler at them. Go ahead and head down to your 51 Liquors. You gonna go get
Right.
this bottle. You know what I'm saying? For all those who in the area, you know what I'm talking
Right.
about. To go grab your bottle of this. This is a definite go grab, man. So that's what's up, Miss Eboni Major. Thank you so much for allowing us the opportunity to taste on this. This is amazing, man.
Yeah.
Definitely amazing. Salute to you. So, next up in celebrating our women, when we're talking about our master blenders, we are now going to talk about the Borough Bourbon, or Borough. I'm from Maryland, so I'm going to slur all my E's. So that's just the way we go. You know what I mean? But what we talking about when we talking about this bottle, brother? Who we bringing to our attention today?
So we're talking about a local distillery. It's Restorative Republic. It's Republic Restoratives Distillery. Started in 2016. It's a woman-owned distillery. Crowdfunded, got the largest crowdfunded in history for a bourbon or a distillery.
That's dope.
That's super dope, actually. Yeah, that's
It's
fire.
Started by two childhood friends, and as I said, in 2016, both of them were political assistants. One of them was assistant to Gabby Gifford, and in 2011, when Gabby Gifford got shot, these two friends saw that and it's like, well, we only get one chance, so we might as well put everything we can into it. Plus, I think it's Rachel Gardner and Pierre Caruso. I'm sorry if I messed up.
Corazon, we apologize, sweetheart.
Sorry if I messed up your
We
name.
will put the spelling. We do apologize if it's wrong. We'll get that inflection.
But Rachel was already taking distilling classes, so she said, well, we might as well just go for it. And they did it, and it's a pretty good product. They currently make 4 products from what I know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they make one of the things, Civic is a vodka. They make an apple brandy, and they make a rye. The rye that they make now is dedicated to Kamala Harris, the vice president.
And the distillery is
in DC off of New York Avenue, right there by Ivy City.
yeah.
Right there by anybody in the area knows, right across the street from the Nike store.
So, what we talking about with this bottle, we're getting back to, celebrating these women. What are we talking about specifically with this bottle? We talking about proof, ABV, the whole nine. What we looking at?
This is a 6-year-old bourbon. It's been aged in American oak for 5 years and finished in 50-year-old Armagnac cask for the last year. You're looking at 88 proof. So you're gonna get the sweetness and from being low proof and the Armagnac cask.
All right, dope, man, dope. So notes wise, what we tasting? So we talking about Armagnac cask. So we're essentially, thinking like a sweeter taste because of that now?
You're gonna get a
more
sweeter
of that high
taste,
level?
and it's a I think it's what 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% barley.
Definitely get the
Oh,
high corn, like
Yeah?
that smell. Yeah.
So you already getting that sweet to
Oh,
it?
Oh yeah, you get that sweet.
Oh yeah, no question.
But I can smell the grapes in it from the Armagnac.
No question. But you can also tell too, kind of like you're gonna get that. Look at the. You can already look at the color, like that lighter
It's got a
tone,
honey
color.
It's got like a honey.
I was thinking apple juice. Like I literally just like, man, it's got an apple juice look.
Apple
you
juice
know,
and honey.
yeah.
Right? They're real similar in color.
I love it, man. This definitely looks good. This is a very refined look. I love the way this looks and how it sticks. Right?
It is.
Yeah. I wish you could see this, family. Like the way this sticks. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited about this. So. Man,
I definitely. It doesn't smell like apple juice, but the sweeter smell, almost like a juice. Like you get that. Last time we had a high corn. I said like a candy corn, but it's definitely a sweeter smell to the.
I get like an apricot. I'm getting apricots. Might be a little bit of a.
I think my nose is broken today. My smell ain't working right.
Allergies, folks.
Yeah, we in that season. We are in that season.
First warm day in what? Months.
Yeah, I'm definitely saying like an apricot.
I can
maybe
see
a slight. Maybe no, more like an apricot. I was trying to think of mango, but that's more of an apricot that I'm getting out of that one. So, but
I ain't getting no citrus out of it. So
no, but hey, I'm not gonna be labor, as you always know, family. Pour it up. Okay, so
it's fruity.
Yes, it's very fruity. This tastes familiar to me. We've had some scotches in here. Sorry, not scotches. We've had some other brands of whiskeys, and this tastes familiar. And I'm wondering why. I think it might be because of the rye content is why. I think the content of rye that I'm tasting out of this might be the reason why this seems very familiar to me from other things that we tasted. But that being said, I love that taste. I actually enjoy that taste. Now, for family, I know all of you all listening or watching, they're like, man, why didn't y'all, you know, people like rinse your palates out and all that good stuff. We take care of all of that kind of stuff behind the scenes. But I would definitely say for this, yeah, I'm getting a lot of that kind of that rye taste. I get a lot of that rye that's in this bottle. What about you, O?
To me, it's unique. Because you get a little bit of something like a cognac, but it's mixed with a bourbon, so you get that familiar. That's what I think you get it with being familiar from the
that's a possible,
like a fruit cocktail. I get it. I get the it might not be grapes. It could be grapes. I don't know, but I definitely get a fruit forward taste to it on my tongue. I get a little bit of a tingle, but not the typical, whatever rye spice tingle on the back of my palate. But she's good.
Yeah. Cookout. Would you bring it? Yeah or nay? Would this come to the cookout? Would it be a popular add to the cookout? Definitely everybody looking to celebrate. Or are we talking about I probably would?
It's easy for me. There's a local, all the locals go.
He said everybody local comes to the cookout.
Low proof. It's at 88 and it's got a little sweeter taste to it.
What does Uber say? Eat local. We drink
local, baby. We drink local. So so we talking local. We definitely coming to the cookout. What are we hearing when we drinking this? When we drink this, what comes to the mind? What's the beats that's hitting?
This one's easy, bro.
What's
we talking?
I'm listening to Chuck while I do this.
Oh,
I got to listen to good old Chuck Brown.
Yeah,
got to. We got to stay local with it.
Find it in the neighborhood, now the beaches don't do the better, hear me good. Since the E-flat, you made a brother be flat, balloon, something funky going down here, listen to the beat.
If you're talking about DC, local, you gotta support. This gotta be go-go all day long, man.
This wouldn't be right if it wasn't.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like Metro PCS not existing no more with the go-go back. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag don't mute DC, baby. So, hey, definitely win Borough Bourbon. Ladies, beautiful bottle. Beautiful, beautiful drink. Loving what you all have done. Thank y'all so much for allowing the opportunity to bring this to us so we can taste on something that we just enjoy. Looking forward to tasting your other brands that you got out there. Definitely.
It's a small batch. This one right here is batch 3. So if you can find it, pick it up. Or you can also go down to the distillery and buy one.
All right, man.
They may be able to do it online too.
So, hey, much salute to you, Pig. Great, great bottle. Appreciate you. Definitely get your roses. All right. So,
And Rachel. There's two.
Oh, and Rachel, my bad. Yes, right. Pia and Rachel, ladies. Definitely, 100%. So, family, next up, something that I know is near and dear to all of us, just basically because we've actually done a prior review for our bottles for Black History, and we're not going to belabor that, but none other than the Uncle Nearest brand. We did the 1856, so today we're going to be 1820. That's right. We did 1820. We had the 1856 on the lineup. So we actually did their most special brand of bottle, which still to this day cannot find it anywhere. You can't find the 1820, anywhere. But today we're going to be talking about the 1884 Uncle Nearest, which was brought to us by, I believe, the CEO, which is Fawn Weaver. But today we're going to talk about the master blender of this, which is
Victoria Butler.
Boom. So give us some history on this, bud.
Well, it's Uncle Nearest's great-great-granddaughter. She is the blender of this expression of the Uncle Nearest brand. There are 3 different ones, and there's 3 different descendants that oversee the blending of that expression. Victoria Butler is the first, when I was able to find, the first Black female master distiller in the country. So salute to her on that.
So anyway, getting back to our master blender, what are we talking about when we talk about the 1884? What is our expectation for this? What are we talking about when we talking about taste? The taste and notes. What's on the nose right now? What are y'all getting when you sit
tell you what I get.
smelling this?
Well, today is
Oh, it's definitely sweet to me.
Oh, yeah.
This is a sweet one.
I smell.
Oh
I
yeah.
think I smell honey.
I feel like my man from that commercial. This is a sweet one.
Oh,
That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
With Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I think this nostril broken today.
That's all right. Put it into one. Like I said,
Yeah.
that's also a lesson too. You don't gotta hit them with both. You come out of each other. You might get a different perspective.
I get honey and a little bit of oat.
I did get the honey. I'm with you on the honey. See, that joint ain't broke that much. But what you talking about over there? What you talking about over there, Hill?
I smell alcohol. That's it.
As always, man. Our resident advisor of
the juice.
Right, exactly. Hey, man, but listen, I don't want to belabor this. As always, you know, that's my term. I love that word. But hey, let's get into this. I love this look. It does have a darker look than the one we had before, so I will say you might. You think? I don't know, man. Let's see. I think that's slightly darker.
Little darker.
Hold on, I
I
think
think
that's
that's
slightly
my
darker.
finger. Hold on.
How long was it aged?
Yeah, I think that's a slightly darker look.
I think that was 7 years.
It's 7.
Because I know the single barrel is 9. The single barrel is 11 years. So I think it's 7, 9, and 11.
Okay.
But I may be wrong.
Single barrel.
Right now, what you just saw flash on the screen was the accurate information, so that don't even validate or invalidate what just happened.
The 1820 is definitely 11 years. This one is 93 proof.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's coming in at 46.5.
Oh, that's right in my window.
Yeah.
That's right in my
That's
window.
why you liking it so much.
Yeah, that's right in my space. That's right in my space. And I'm a major fan of the 56. Woo, major fan, man. So family.
I'm surprised at that. But it's right at the point. Oh man. Well, hold on. I think a little sweet taste to it.
Like I said, I told you, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so sweet, man. I'm trying to tell you, that's if that was actually a song, it'd be mine. That'd be what I'd be thinking.
I don't
of.
get as much sweetness
You don't?
that you guys are getting. I get a little bit of nuttiness. I get a chocolatey, like another chocolate, like because it's a tartness. I get
It, almost like a fresh chocolate, like straight off the tip, not like being gone through a sweetener, but you can get the note of it, like a darker chocolate.
Yeah, I get a darker chocolate, but I mean, it's definitely a chocolate taste. It's a tartness to it that I get.
I love it.
I get like I get like pound cake.
Oh, you get a pound cake feel? You get a pound cake taste out of that? I ain't had pound cake in forever, so I couldn't even tell you. Oh, that's what's up. So
It's sticking in my mind. Good pound cake.
this is definitely sweet. I love it. So with that being said,
As soon as you say that, though, I'm like, yeah, I smell it.
you smell the pound cake?
Cake white.
You get the cake. Well, baby, you like it, huh? So,
Subliminal.
is it making the cookout? Is this making the cookout?
Multiple reasons.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
For the taste, for the history, and those two is, and the fact that it was done by a black woman.
And
You
one thing
bring this, and if they don't like it, then there's something wrong with them.
One thing we will say is, on previous episodes, we all pretty much didn't say that we were like the 1884.
Yeah.
It wasn't a favorite of ours, but with the continued tasting, being exposed to different whiskeys, different bourbons, all that stuff, I will say my palate has changed, and I definitely do like. It's like with anything, likes and dislikes.
I agree. We were chatting about this not too long ago, and when we started to have a debate about that, when I was saying some of the stuff that I had started drinking, you had made that statement, but like, yo, your palate is starting to change, because I really was enjoying some of the more higher proofs that I normally would shy away from. That I'm like, oh, I found myself there. Like I said, my 56 is almost gone, and that's how I knew that. Okay, I am drinking that more of the high proof bourbons or whiskeys, and I definitely I'm
a sophisticated palate.
It's starting to grow. I'm growing up now. You know what I mean? From a wee lad to a young mate. You know what I'm saying?
You can get a good. That's a good sipper or great mixer.
Yes.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. So, what we listening to when we talking about this? Now, we done talk. It's definitely coming to the cookout. So, what I'm turning the radio to? What the Spotify flipping on to? That's Bluetooth connected to the speaker.
This is the blackest distillery, the blackest brand. So anything black.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black.
Black Panther soundtrack by K. Dot. We talking about Blacker the Berry, Sweeter the Juice by K. Dot. Public Enemy, the blackest rap group that's ever been out. Like anything black.
Nothing more influential than rap music. I merge jazz fusion with the trap music. I mix black soul with some rock and roll. They never box me in, I'm David blaming all you hoes. Oh yeah, let's go there. My DNA is DMT, I'm so real. My juvenile was wilder than the no yeah.
It's
will work for
it's the black. I'm black. 100%. Shout out to Fawn Weaver, the master blender once again. Victoria Butler. You get your roses. This is a beautiful bottle. I love what you all have done here with this. This is just amazing, man. So salute to you all for that. 100%. All right, family. So last but definitely not least, we had to come back to our roots. And when I mean by our roots, I mean our palates. We have all been traditional Scotch drinkers. That's where we started from before we jumped on our bourbon trail. But we had to talk about the Jane Walker, a part of the 200th anniversary edition. This is one bottle of a few. They have the Legend 8 and a few other limited edition bottles for the 200th anniversary. Jane Walker specifically focuses on Elizabeth Cumming, who is actually the original owner of the distillery, Cardhu. So for all of us who knows, Cardhu is one of the original sources for all of Johnnie Walker. In 1893, Elizabeth Cumming ended up selling the distillery, and that was one of the major areas that all of the Johnnie Walker blends were sourced from.
They were looking for a base.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and we will talk about this more, because Johnnie Walker and all of their amassing of all of their fortunes by buying all the distilleries eventually ends up becoming the distilling company, which we all know today did a merger, and now they're all known as Diageo, right? One of the biggest brand, distilling brand in the world, right? On the planet. You know what I mean? So they are just ridiculous with it. But talking about this Jane Walker in this 200th edition, we have to talk about the master blender, who is none other than Emma Walker.
No relation.
Emma Walker started out as a scientist. She graduated as a chemist from Sheffield College.
Organic
chemistry from Sheffield College. She actually started working for Diageo. I mean, she literally worked for Diageo pretty much her entire life. Almost her entire life. We're talking about 13 years she worked in Diageo, right? She started off just as a basic chemist up until the point in 2000, and I believe it was 2014. In December of 2014, she actually became a master blender. She started in 2008, started off as a project chemist, and then 2014 she became a master blender, of which she then had access to over the years. We're talking about over 100 million barrels that she had access to, which went into creating what we have today, what we get the pleasure of drinking on today, which is the Jane Walker. Again, Jane Walker was created in order to show women's empowerment and how much women was a key focal point in the Johnnie Walker brand. If not for what Elizabeth Cummings had done, would we have Johnnie Walker today? 100%. They bought up everything. But would it be the taste it is today? Would it be as popular of a brand without having that distillery as one of the focal points of all their blends?
It'll be a little different. Your taste will be a little different.
Yeah.
Because I think Carhu it's a space side.
It is. Yeah,
So
Carhu
that sweetness in it.
Monarch Hill in Space Side. We're talking about the Jane Walker, where this is the 83 proof. We're talking about this is 100% malted barley, aged 10 years, right? So definitely is going to be one of those bottles where I know for me it's going to definitely have that nice, whiskey. Generally, we see whiskeys on average around 12 years. But so this will be a little bit of an early age, but I still think that this is going to be something on the nose for me, especially because of the proof. 83 proof, I definitely don't think it's going to be an enjoyable one for myself, and 100% malted barley, right? So I'm definitely going to feel that. On the nose, I think on the nose wise, what are we talking?
I got him. Pear, apple.
Yes.
And
I don't need the bloodhound to give me any kind of lead on this.
Now that's true.
It smells
that's
amazing.
True. That's true. Now when you read up on this, they'll tell you you're supposed to get like sea air, a little dry seaweed, some toffee, but 100%. When I'm smelling this, you get the fruit. Immediately get the fruit. And that's really what you're going to get when you get on the taste, right? You're going to get that apricot. I think you get some tea cakes, things of that nature that you can definitely go and research more on. But that's generally what they say you should get on that finish. But immediately I get all the fruit notes, right, when you smell it. But again, I know there's been a lot of information to share with you all. This is because I've been excited about the Jane Walker to really kind of try and want to enjoy it because it'll be a first for me. I've not had this yet. I believe you all have sipped on this once before. So I'm looking very forward to this particular bottle. But other than that, man.
We also know that she's behind not just the Jane Walker, Emma Walker is also behind, I think, Black Label. She has her
Johnnie
own
Walker
red rye version. So I mean, she does other Johnnie Walker expressions.
Another foundational pillar. Women helping a brand further uplift itself, further excel into notoriety, man.
Shout out to Diageo. I'm two master blenders
in the women
killing it. Yeah.
Women, so definitely showing the representation as it relates to showing respect to women. And so, hey, without further ado, man, pour up, man, pour up.
See, he was over there sipping.
I'm gonna hope
it's good.
He couldn't hold himself.
He couldn't help himself.
He's like a heck with it. But before we
this
do that,
is smooth.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is smooth. Oh, I love that. Woo. You get the fruit immediately.
You get immediate apple.
Oh my God, yes.
Apple.
Man.
Apple and pear.
Yes.
Woo.
But from what I heard, she did a thing with Katie Couric. She did a podcast with Katie Couric. And she said when she went in the car, that was the first thing that she could smell was apples and pear.
Really?
And that's exactly what I get out of this.
That's crazy. No, oh man, look, Emma Walker. Whew, man, I can't wait to see what else. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not a Johnnie Walker fan per se. Now everybody love their Blue Label. The community love. No. General, everyone loves the Blue Label, brother.
I'm different. The Blue
Label
is
always
good.
Different.
The Blue Label is good. It just lacks character to me.
What character what is the...
For it to be a $200 bottle.
We're not here for that. I'm here to celebrate women.
My bad.
We will argue that in our J-Dub special. Right, that Blue Label was crazy. Right, that Blue Label was crazy. But we will argue that in our J-Dub special. Right now, I want to show love to how beautiful this Jane Walker is right now. This pass is bad. This joint is bad.
Yeah, you have to let me see that bottle. I got it. I might have to pour some more in my glass.
You're gonna have to wait, sir.
Man, come on, man.
You will have to.
We gotta finish the show.
Right, you will have to wait.
You pull up to the cookout because she's making the cookout.
Yeah.
So we're all excited.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick it to my man, but I got a few songs that I have in my head, but let y'all decide on what y'all want to do.
This is on you.
I'm be honest with you, man. I get Tina Marie, okay? I get Tina Marie with my man. I was cold as ice. long ago. You know, baby,
You gonna hit the
baby.
Rick James
Yeah,
part.
because I'm a man. I do the Rick James part. I don't got my wife here talking about, you know what I'm saying? Hit the notes on them, you know what I'm saying? But I get Tina Marie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is good,
Okay.
man. This is good, bud. What you got
We
with
got
it?
the old school feel.
Because it is Scotch, you can't go with the old school. Because to me, because it's light and easy, I'm gonna go with MC Light.
Oh,
Okay.
damn. All right. That's a good one, Brad.
We know already they all going.
100.
Let's do price points.
So I can tell you right now, Jane Walker, $38. That is the MSRP. You can get the Jane Walker probably out of the store for around, actually around $40. I got this bottle for 40. This bottle's about $40 out the door. So this is definitely a good price. Limited series, so it won't be here forever. So if you can find this, go buy it. It's just good to have. I'm actually gonna buy another bottle to keep as unopened because I love the box. I love how the box looks when I open it up. I actually like how I just love how Johnny Walker's created all their bottles personally. I think they're great. So this is a keeper for me from a use perspective as well as from just a overall drink perspective. As you can tell, you know what I mean? She's good. Cats are loving, and now because we told him no, and he just pours it. So go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So,
You saw the look.
right?
You
Yeah,
saw the
you know
look.
what I mean?
Bump the
So
system.
definitely, yeah. But
We're gonna have to wait till the end of the shoot.
1884. We talking around what? 28?
Nah,
Oh,
that's
no,
not.
no.
That's 40, 45
Yeah,
if you
40.
You serious?
it's in the 40s.
MSRP?
Yeah.
Whew.
I've seen
It's
it,
worth
I've
it,
seen it.
though.
I've seen it as high as 60.
I would never do that. I won't pay $60 for that though. No, that's,
But,
that won't, I won't.
But I mean,
will
you
not
know, that's
take
taking
that.
advantage of the popularity.
Yeah, yeah.
It's prominent right now.
Yeah.
Since like Black History Month and all that stuff. So
Yep.
I got this for 56 on the site. It says 50, so $6.
Yeah.
I
So
ain't mad at it.
50. And what we talking about for the blender select?
that was 56. But with the Blender Select, it was first came out last year. You might not be able to find that. That will be the one that out of the 4 that you may not be able to find. I had to do a little bit of hunting for it. Like my boy Bud said, it's only in 16 markets. But even in this market, because it's been about a year since it was released, you have to do a little bit of searching.
So family, as always, man, we have had a great one today, a great one. Shout out to the ladies. Shout out to women's history. This has been beautiful, upon which no man can stand without a woman. Just like we love our mothers, we love you guys. Just like we love these women who have brought these to us today. So as always, I'm King Napes, Bud, and Hill. This has been Ladies First, special episode of What We Drinkin'. As always, please drink responsibly. But more importantly, just drink.